Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB franchise. We are here in the World Series 2027. Just wrapped up the first 4 games. We dropped the first 3 and bounced back in game 4. Offense finally woke up. We had runners on base in all but 2 innings of that game. And now in game 5, we have our ace, Shane McClanahan, trying to keep us alive, facing a rookie, Mick Abel, who's filling in for the injured Aaron Nola. So let's hop into this game and see if we can extend the series one more game, go back home for game 6. We're going to do 1 game per episode the rest of this series since they are all elimination games. So let's get into game 5 and see if we can take this series back home. And as big as game 4 was to keep us alive, game 5 is just as big, if not bigger, as we need to win this one to go back home and have a chance to play in front of the home crowd. And we've got our ace, Shane McClanahan, on the mound, as well as he's pitched all season. I'm very confident that we can get the job done today as long as our bats can stay hot. You can see he only had 1 run each of the first 2, 4 runs each of the last 2. And if our pitching can hold up, we're facing another rookie in Mick Abel, so maybe the offense will get things going and Shane can hold down the fort and get us back home for the rest of this series. This is MLB The Show, this is the World Series, and this is Game 5. And there he is, Mick Abel, the rookie. See what he's done in his 1 appearance in the playoffs. He's pitching in this game because Aaron Nola is injured and out for the rest of the season, and they decided not to go back to Christopher Sanchez. So leading off, Chandler Simpson. Really important that he gets on base and get things going for us. Offense clicks much better, and he's going to try to bunt his way on, and it's a great bunt, and Moncada's not going to be able to pick it up. So Chandler does just that, gets on base to start things. You know how he disrupts the game when he gets on, and that'll bring in Lou. Need him to start getting some clutch RBIs. 0-1 pitches, ball outside to throw down, and Simpson's way safe. I don't think he had a chance even with a good throw. So now I have a man in scoring position early. 3-1 count on Lou. Try and get to this rookie early. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for ball 4. So we get the first 2 guys on base, exactly what we needed to do. Rattle this rookie early. Get some confidence going in our offense. And here's Pete Murray. He's had some clutch hits. He's also had some games where he took an offer and did a lot of strikeouts. He's down to count 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball. Diving stop by Moncada. Throws a second for 1 on to first, and that's a double play. My goodness. Had RBI single written all over it. Watch this. Drives the ball, and Moncada makes a diving short hop stop. And they turn 2. And now we have a man at third with 2 outs for Caminero. If there's ever a time that he could come up clutch, we need it right now. Seems like he only does it when there's nobody on or there's 2 outs. Full count pitch to him. That's a shot down the right field line. That's going to get down, and there we go. There's the RBI we were needing out of him. And Caminero gets the big 2-out doubles. He slides into second base, and the Rays take a 1-0 lead here. And that'll bring in Trey Morgan, hitting for a really good average, especially in the World Series, just not driving in any runs. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball to second base. Stott comes in, he's got it, and throws to first for the 3rd out. But Junior Caminero finally comes up clutch here with a 2-out double into the right field corner. And the Rays take an early lead on a game they have to win. And there he is, our stud, our ace. 21 game winner, Shane McClanahan. Continuing that dominance into the playoffs, into the World Series. And everything's riding on his shoulders today. He's got to keep the Phillies down while our offense wakes up, and Trey Turner's going to be the first man he faces. And Turner's having a rough World Series. He's 3 for 18 with 9 strikeouts. So see if we can keep that trend going here. The 1-0 pitch from Shane to Trey. It's going to be a line shot into right field, and Morgan's going to have that for the first out. Always good to keep those leadoff men off base. Here's their lineup, their typical lineup against lefties in the World Series. Crawford sliding up into the 2 slot. And here he is. He's been a pest in the playoffs. He's 7 for 15 in the World Series with 3 RBI. And it's going to add to that as he hits a shot into left center field, and that's going to get down and go to the wall for extra bases. Simpson gets it back in quickly, and Crawford's in with a 1-out double. So now they have a man in scoring position for Kyle Tucker. We've kept him quiet. He's 2 for 16 with 8 Ks in the World Series, and that's going to go 2 for 17 as he pops this out to Willie Sanchez at first base. That's good. Doesn't get the runner driven home, and that'll bring in Bryce Harper now. Harper's been a pain. 5 for 17, home run, 4 RBI in the World Series. Those are his complete postseason numbers there. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive base hit to center field. And Crawford's going to come around and score, and this game is going to be tied as both teams get a clutch 2-out RBI by their cleanup man, and that brings up Caratini. He's 3 for 16 in the World Series, but all 3 hits have been doubles. He's down to count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Shane, and a strike 3 on the big bending curveball. So Bryce Harper matches Caminero with the RBI, 2-out RBI hit, and this game is tied as we go to the top of the second. And leading off will be Andres Figueroa. We dropped him in the batting order, trying to get something going, move guys around. I'm trying to find one lineup I can stick with. A 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And check swing, and they said he'd go in around for strike 3. I don't agree with that at all. And that'll bring in Willie Sanchez. Probably should have had him playing earlier in the series. He's 3 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBI. 2-2 count now from Abel, and he swings and misses on a big dropping circle change, and they had like 6 inches of vertical drop. And that's the second out, and that'll bring in Carson Williams. He's struggling. He's 0 for 12 in the World Series, but he's had some big home runs in the postseason. 2-0 count to him, and it's going to be a pop-up on the infield just into the outfield grass. Stott's going to have that, and we go down quickly 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom half. Moncada, Larnach, and Miller will be up for the Phillies. There's Moncada, made that great defensive play in the first for the double play. He's 3 for 13 in this World Series. Down to count 1-2 to Shane. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the inside fastball. So McClanahan gets his second strikeout. That'll bring in Larnach. He's 3 for 16, driven in 2, but he's also struck out 7 times. He's been striking out a lot lately. He's a 1-2 pitch, and he swings and pops this up on the infield. Caminero, almost at the shortstop position, is going to have that for the second out. That'll bring in the rookie Aiden Miller. The CPU brought him up, and another pitcher for the World Series, as it's prone to do. It doesn't rely on who you want. It just brings up the highest rated guys. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and it's going to be a pop-up on the infield out into the shallow center field grass, and Lou's going to have that for the third out. So they go down quickly 1-2-3 as well. We're going to head to the third inning. It's critical. Game 5, we're still tied 1-1. And leading off, Sam Basallo. See what he's done in the postseason. In the World Series, he's 3 for 15, but all 3 of those hits are doubles. He's also struck out 7 times, so he's really hit or miss even more than Carson Williams. Here's a pitch, and it hits him on the thigh, so there we go. Get a man on first. Start this inning again. That'll bring in Chandler Simpson. Got us going with a single to start the game. First pitch to him. That's going to be a line drive base hit into center field, so he's going to be 2 for 2, and now we have the first 2 men on, just like we did in the top of the first. See if we can get more than 1 run this inning. We'll bring in Lou. He walked his first time. First pitch from Abel to him. That's going to be a line shot into left center field. That's going to get down, and it's off the base of the wall. Crawford gets the ball back in, and that's going to score 2 runs as Tampa Bay jumps up to a 3-1 lead. Lou coming up clutch. Need to see it more often, but we'll take that. That guy has the bench pumped. And that'll bring in Pete Murray now with 1 on and nobody out. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch to him, and he's going to strike out on a sweeper in on the inner half. He doesn't move the runner up. That's not good. That'll bring in Junior. Did have the big RBI hit in the first. Down on the count, though, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he's going to swing and miss on the sweeper as well. So back-to-back strikeouts by Abel after the 2-run double by Lou. Now we're going to need a hit from Trey here. He's down in count 1-2. And the pitch. And he swings and misses on a pitch way off the plate. So we get those 3 hits to start the inning, and then we strike out 3 times in a row. That's never good. But at least Lou drives in 2 and gives us his 3-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. And now Bryson Stott comes in to lead off. Need a shutdown inning here from Shane, and he's going to get a strikeout on the changeup to get things going. That'll bring in Trey Turner as we head to the top of the order again. He's down 1-2. Here's a pitch, and he swings at a pitch in the dirt and strikes out. Basallo throws down, and he's gunned down for the 2nd strikeout in a row. 4th in the game now for Shane. That's 10 Ks for Turner in the World Series. There's the 1-2 pitch to Crawford. He's going to hit a ground ball. Williams has it, and we're finally going to get him out. He has been a pest. Quick 1-2-3 inning, exactly what we needed after we scored in the top half. Let's go to the top of the 4th, see if we can get some more runs and expand this lead. And leading off, Andres Figueroa. He's 5 for 17 in the World Series, starting to heat up. And here's a little flare over second that's going to drop in right center field as Crawford's going to get it back in and hold him to a single. And really need him to get on base a lot. That'll bring in Willie. 3 for 6 in the World Series. 3-0 count, though. Here's a pitch from Abel, and that's low and ball 4, so we get the first 2 men on again for the 3rd time in 4 innings. That'll bring in Williams on the struggle bus, 0 for 13. Down in count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball to Harper. Turns, throws the second, and he pulls Turner off the bag. E3, so looked like could be a double play, and now they have the bases loaded and nobody out. Reminds me of the play Trey Morgan had the other day. Easy throw, and just throws it wide. And Sanchez safe at second. Williams easily beats it to first, and now the manager's going to go to the bullpen. He's seen enough out of Abel. Rough start for the rookie. Definitely not what he intended, or the manager. And coming out of the bullpen, another one of those rookies that the computer injected into the lineup, Moises Chassé. He's a 23-year-old, 73 overall B potential starting pitcher. He's going to come in just like we did with Jackson Ferris and try and eat some innings. Now to bring in Basallo, bases loaded, nobody out. And it's a little soft one hopper to short. Turner's got it, throws a second for 1 on to first, and they get the double play, but we do get a run on the play, so Basallo's not going to get an RBI. But it's now 4-1 Tampa Bay as Chandler Simpson looking for a 2-out here to expand it to even more. Here's the pitch, and it's a little liner to third, and Moncada snags it for the 3rd out. So Phillies dodge a bullet. Could have been a much bigger inning for Tampa Bay, but we do add another run. We go to the bottom half of the inning. It's now 4-1 Tampa Bay. And leading things off for the Phillies will be Kyle Tucker. Got the 3, 4, and 5 guys coming up. Shane's been handling them pretty well tonight. He's going to keep handling well as he strikes out Tucker on the slider. It gives him 5 strikeouts and 9 strikeouts for Tucker in the World Series. He's really struggling. Harper, on the other hand, not struggling. He's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI and a strikeout. And he's going to strike out again. That's his 6th K for Shane, and that'll bring in Caratini with nobody on. 2 out, and he's going to hit a ground ball to second. Lou's going to have that. Easy throw to first, and a quick 1-2-3 inning. Shane doing what he needs to do, shutting them down after we score runs. We're going to go to the 5th inning. All-important game, up 4-1. That'll bring in Lou to lead things off. Big RBI double his last at-bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's going to hit a fly ball in the left field. Larnach will drift back, and he'll take that for the 1st out of the inning. That'll bring in Pete. Pete's struggling, 2 for 16 with 6 strikeouts in the World Series. 1-0 pitch, and he's going to hit a fly ball and just a little bit shorter to left field. Larnach races in and has that for the 2nd out. Hey, at least he didn't strike out, right? And that'll bring in Junior, 4 for 18, a double, a home run, and 2 RBI in the World Series. 3-2 count, and that's going to be low for ball 4, so he's going to draw a walk. Don't like these 2-out base runners. Makes it a lot harder to score. See what Trey can do here. 2-2 pitch, and he's going to hit a ground ball. Harper's got it, and he's going to race to the bag and beat him for the 3rd out. So get a man on, can't get him home. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Shane's on a roll. Let's see if he can keep this going. And leading things off, Juan Moncada. First pitch to him. And it's going to be a pop foul behind the plate. Basallo races back. And he's going to have that for the 1st out. Gotta love that. Doesn't even put the ball in play. Get him out. That'll bring in Larnach. Struck out his last time. Here's the pitch. He's going to strike out again. That's his 8th one in the World Series. Shane, dominant performance. 7 Ks here. That'll bring in Miller. 2-2 pitch to him. And he'll swing and miss on the changeup off the plate. So 2 more strikeouts for Shane McClanahan. Up to 8 now through 5 innings. And the Rays are on a roll here. See if we can keep this going. We're up 4-1. Let's go Rays. Here's Figueroa. Had a base hit his last time. See if he can get things going here. And he's going to hit a fly ball into center field. Crawford will drift over. And he'll have that in front of their bullpen for the 1st out. At least Figueroa's making better contact, not striking out as much. That'll bring in Willie. 2-1 pitch to him. And it's going to be a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. Yeah, I definitely should have played him a lot earlier in the series. Get a man on here with 1 out. That'll bring in Williams. He has really struggled. And the first pitch to him on the way. Runner goes. That's a strike. Throw down. And he's safe. Sanchez swipes a bag. Don't expect your first baseman to steal bags, but he's, remember, a converted outfielder. He does have stolen base ability. So now he's at second with 1 out. 0-2 count on Williams. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. Turner's got it, throws to first, and that holds the runner at second base. Hey, at least he didn't strike out, right? Say that about a lot of these batters. And that'll bring in Basallo, needing a big 2-out hit here. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a shot into left center field, and that's going to score a run as it gets down and goes all the way to the wall. Basallo, another double in the series. Expands our lead to 5-1. That'll bring in Chandler. There he is, 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 runs, a stolen base. It's been our catalyst the entire postseason. Definitely our playoff MVP. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And swings and misses on a sweeper that almost hits him to end the inning. But the Rays get a clutch 2-out double by Sam Basallo. Expand this lead to 5-1. They go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Bryson Stott's going to lead things off for the Phillies. Keep falling further and further behind. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on a fastball in the inner corner and strikes out. That's 3 straight Ks for Shane. That's 2 for Stott in the game. That'll bring in Trey Turner. He's K'd 10 times so far. Make it 11 times in the World Series as Shane strikes out his 4th batter in a row, 10th in the game. Clearly dominant in the World Series, postseason, regular season, been the pitcher of the year in the majors. Now he's got that pesky Justin Crawford with nobody on and 2 out. And he's going to hit a shot into right field, and Morgan's going to have it. And the Phillies go down 1-2-3 again. As you feel the momentum changing in this series, we're up 5-1 as we go to the 7th inning. And new pitcher for the Phillies, Nabil Crismatt. We've seen him earlier in the series. Horrendous ERA. Both sides hitting over 300. See if we can tack on some more here. Lou leading off the 7th inning down 0-2. And check swing, appeal, and a first base up brings him up. Terrible call. No way did he go around. And that's how we start the 7th with a questionable strikeout. Here's Pete. See if he can get things going. First pitch to him. And be a ground ball back to the pitcher. These hockey goalie pitchers, CPU pitchers, field everything. That'll bring in Caminero. Nobody on and 2 out. Full count on him. Here's a pitch. And he's going to hit a fly ball into right field. And Stott racing out. And he's going to have the over-shoulder catch. Tucker did not get a good start to that one. But Stott bails him out, and we go to the bottom of the inning. It's still 5-1. And new pitcher for the Rays, Garrett Clevenger. Shane's done his job, throwing a lot of pitches with all those strikeouts. And Clevenger's going to come in and face 3, 4, and 5. Here's the pitch to Tucker. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Camanero's got it. Easy throw to first. And there's first out of the inning. That'll bring in Bryce Harper. Been a pain in the series. Hasn't done anything since the first inning, and he strikes out again. So the first two guys, dangerous hitters, are out. Nobody on now for Caratini. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a fly ball into center field. Simpson drifting back, shy of the warning track, and he's got that for the third out. So the Phillies go down 1-2-3 again. It's getting late for them. We go to the eighth inning. Good guys are up 5-1. And new pitcher for the Phillies, Paul Sewald. See what he's done in the playoffs. Nothing spectacular. And leading off will be Trey Morgan. Down in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. And takes strike 3 on the outside edge. Don't think he agreed with it, but looked good to me. And that'll bring in Figueroa. He's been making good contact lately. It's good to see. Here's the pitch. There's a shot in the left center field. Larnach on the run. Crawford chasing it as well. And Larnach grabs that. I wasn't sure if that was going to drop between them or not. And this is all of the game action that you're going to see in this particular game. Right at this point, I had some issues. I don't know if it was with my controller, battery being low or whatever. The sound went out. I finally got the sound to get back in, but then somehow I lost the video, even though I reset my capture card multiple times. So it just stopped at this point. I got all of the audio for the rest of the game, but no video. And I'll let you know what happened from this point forward. Sanchez struck out to end that top of the eighth. We got the Phillies out 1-2-3. In the bottom of the eighth was Porter Hodge pitching, had 2 strikeouts. Top of the ninth, we went down 1-2-3 with 2 Ks. Basallo striking out for his 8th time in the World Series. And then the bottom of the ninth, Gratterall came in, gave up a leadoff double to Stott, gave up a 2-out RBI double to Kyle Tucker, took him out, put in Roger Guy, got the last out, and Tampa Bay wins 5-2. We'll take a look at the box score right now. You can see Simpson 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Garcia 1 for 2 with a big 2-run double. Caminero 1 for 3 with an RBI. Basallo with a big RBI as our offense was clicking. McClanahan pitching his normal dominant self in the playoffs, postseason, World Series, the entire run. He was just clearly dominant the entire season, regular season and postseason. And you can see Gratterall ran into a hiccup there, and Guy closed it off. On the Phillies side, they only got 4 hits, 3 of them in the top 4 batters. No walks. That was huge, not putting guys on base. We struck him out 13 times, and Mick Abel did not pitch well. Moises Chasse pitched okay, and then they closed us out with 5 strikeouts in the last 3 innings. But that was the end of that game, and Shane saved our season, and now we go back home to Tampa Bay. We got to win the next 2 games to make a miracle down 3-0, 4-game reverse sweep to win the series. And Taj Bradley will be on the mound for Game 5, and that'll be our next episode. So, hey, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when Game 6 goes live in this Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.